Welcome back, fire signs. Hi. Happy Sagittarius season to the Sages and to their fire friends, okay? Um, Love that for you. You know, you've been waiting for a while. You're ready to get the new year started, right? By finishing up loose ends and maybe burning some bridges. Hey, do your thing, Sag. Do your thing. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes we need that, okay? So, doing an elemental reading. I just did a Thanksgiving reading. If you want to go check it out, it's like under 20 minutes. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a lot of me talking, but there was a little bit of cards, some Halloween oracle. But yeah, I think it was a good message overall. Good Thanksgiving shit. So, let's see what's going on for fire signs as we enter Sagittarius season. Okay, let's see what's going on, for the rest of the year at this point, for this last few days of November and for maybe the early days of December. I mean, obviously I'll be doing more readings in like a week because it'll be a new month, but I shouldn't have put those back on, but I guess it is what it is. This doesn't seem like a bad place to start. Maybe I'll try to limit everybody to 5 cards and then just pull 5. Sounds like a good idea. Might actually go with the pattern today. Like, never do that if you haven't noticed. Okay. These seem alright. I guess they'll get the 5 for me. I didn't look at it. I did see purple, so I have an idea of what it could be, but actually it could be a lot of things. I'm gonna bet it's the 5 of Swords defeat, so we'll see how that goes for me. Okay. We're gonna get 2 more cards. Now, I'm not trying to waste this much time shuffling for everybody, though. Tonight might be a night where I just fucking pull cards. Yo, whoa, what if I just... No, it would never work. Might try it some other time, though. So, it's funny because I've done quite a few readings already tonight, or this morning, and, bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, by the way. I've done a few readings, and between... I hope you can see that. Between takes, I've been singing Animal Collective, as always. And I usually kind of share when there's a song stuck in my head, or if I'm singing something, because it's usually a message. But it's really hard to think that there's a message in there when that song is just kind of stuck in my head all the time. Yeah. So, it is fireworks, and I'm doing the fire sign video. But yeah, maybe Animal Collective fireworks. I might speak to your soul. Okay, I think it's good. 4 minutes fucking shuffling, bro. How do you even put up with me? This is why only Capricorns like my fucking videos. We'll take it. Okay. Do 5, 2, 3. You got the ball rolling tonight. I almost said Aries because Aries is the leader, so it's always getting the ball rolling, right? But I'm gonna do 5, 2, and 3 tonight. I never stick to a pattern, but I'm really trying to get this done because it's late as fuck. Alright, so up top we have the Empress, alright? This is going to be about staying empowered, okay? Staying in control, staying in your status, right? And taking the reins and carrying on as business as usual, all right? We have the Three of Discs works, so everything's very balanced right now. It might even be slightly delicate of a balance, but it works, okay? You have your 3 weights in the corner, and you're coming together. It's good. It's all good. Even if it's not maybe where you want to be, okay? And the Priestess, you know this, you know what you're doing, you thought about this a lot, and you know, you're basically saying, well, if it works, it works. Okay. Eight of Cups, indolence, maybe slacking a little bit, okay? Maybe getting a little lazy around here. Maybe, yes, this works, but you might just be avoiding the Four of Discs, which is power, instead of like this balanced, possibly hanging by a thread situation, right? Get a little lazy by not wanting to put in effort to get that next disc. Okay. It's like going back to my waitress analogy, which I've only ever used for the 5 and 6 of discs, but now I'm realizing it works really well for the 3 and 4 of discs. The 3 of discs is like, okay, I got 3 plates. I can easily carry 3 plates. I can easily carry 3 plates. If you're not a waitress, maybe you can't just easily carry 3 plates, but it's very second nature for us. So, okay, I can easily do that. 4 plates? Alright. It's more efficient, and it'll benefit me in the long run, but I don't know. I know I've done it before. I know I can carry 4 plates, but it's just not as easy as carrying 3 plates. It's not as safe as carrying 3 plates, okay? You're getting a little, like, not trying to pick up that last plate. You're like, can I get a follow? Maybe not, though. Might have to just suck it up and get that last disc. We have a Hanged Man, loyalty, dedication, even martyrism, giving yourself up for the cause. Maybe not a good thing. That's big Sagittarius energy, I think. And it is Sagittarius season, so that might be kind of igniting all these fires inside of all of you, right? But you're just like overzealous to be tied to something. And of course we have the Two of, not of course, but we have the Two of Cups, love. Maybe it's that you're not putting in effort no matter how loyal you are, and no matter how much you love them, you still have to put in effort. I think that's a pretty solid take on that. I'm not really going to dwell on it. I'm not going to dwell on it. And then I have the 5 at the end. Knight of Wands, okay, we love to see it. It's your season. You got fire signs. He's coming in to save the day. He's passionate. He's on fire, baby. And then Pisces, the moon. Okay, so manifesting. Maybe you're struggling right now. Maybe this laziness is a point of darkness. Maybe it's more like depression sort of laziness where you just physically can't do it right now. This will end. This will pass. You just have to want to do better, and then slowly you'll start doing better, kind of thing, you know. 5 of Swords. I did call it. I was right. It was the 5 of Swords. Defeat. Okay, so maybe just kind of surrendering to the flow, even, especially because the Ace of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. So you might think like, okay, I've chosen my battle, and I'm gonna ride in and fight it. Okay, this 5 of Swords might be like, hey, there are other battles, you know, doesn't matter, got other things to do. Even surrender to the flow, let things happen the way they're supposed to, you know. Prince of Wands, little bit of regression there, going from the Knight of Wands to the Prince of Wands. We don't like him. Straight up. I try not to be like hateful towards any of the cards because we don't like that kind of energy either. But this could have easily been the Queen of Wands and it was the Prince of Wands. So I'm sensing some emotional aggression. It's almost like when you can't have your way, you start throwing a fit kind of thing. Okay. And then 7 of Swords, futility. It's almost like you're just like that. But going back to this Knight of Wands and the Moon pairing, okay, so this guy knows what's up. He's solid in his feelings. He knows how to handle his emotions. He can help other people with their emotions. He lights the fire and he leads the way. He's charging, right? This is a good energy to be in. Okay? But this moon, being dark times and being manifestation, this rest of the year might be pretty tough, especially if you're like an essential worker or anything like that. It's gonna be tough, but you can't just like give up and let it destroy you and just be like, this is who I am now. Very petty shit. Fire signs, get with it. Come on. Come on. You're better than that. You're better than that. You can do better than that. Alright, we got Abigor and Gamori. Abigor and Gamori. Oh no, I do not want to be yawning because fire signs are first. I don't know that I'm going to be getting to these other readings. Yikes. Many of the most powerful generals in the world, good and evil, winners and losers, are remembered not only for their skills in battle, but also for their rousing speeches and the loyalty of the men and women under their command. Very few of us do battle with weapons on a daily basis, and yet we still often need a keen strategy for skirmishes of a less violent nature. When we are not fighting alone, and it is also worth remembering that sometimes we shouldn't try to fight alone, gaining the love and loyalty of our team may make all the difference. Focus on fostering loyalty and building teamwork skills. Okay, backtrack a little. Let's just think about this for a second. We had the Hanged Man, okay, and the Ace of Swords. You're being very stubborn about it, but you are focused on one specific battle. Imagine for a second that this Five of Swords is literally a team dynamic coming to work together to defeat these robots, right? They saw you battling and they say, hey, let's work together and defeat this thing, okay? I do want to mention that approach. But you can't let the lack of control make you want to pull yourself out, okay? So, just relating those two, I'm not going to make it through these readings. That is so funny. I might even put this out tonight and do the rest tomorrow. Undecided. It's SAG season, so I kind of want to do that for you, but we shall see. Anyways, I'm going to move on to work as a team. Work as a team. Foster loyalty. That's what it was. Gamori, my 2-foot rose. When Paimon is an ostinous and flashy demon, Gamori is a more soft-spoken and demure demon. His gifts for telling the past, present, and future are comparable to many other demons, but Gamori specializes in finding beautiful things, be they physical treasures or new love. 2 of Cups. Focus on finding and gaining new love or inspiration. Yeah. I'm not going to make it through all these tonight. I apologize that I keep yawning. It's very late. If you are working, 3:33 on the clock. If you are working right now, or if you have some kind of creative outlet or job or side hustle kind of thing, look for something new to kind of focus on and to I don't want to just repeat myself, but look for a new muse, okay? Look for something else to be your source of creation and what you think about or write about or paint about, right? Try not to focus so much on the stress and the struggle and the pandemic even. yes, it's a sign of the times, but also maybe it's time to reframe your mind, okay? And just like love what you do. Start appreciating things a little more. Just the little things like, damn, I love my break room, or shit, I like working in my underwear, or however it fits. Okay? So, this is decaf coffee, so it doesn't matter. The witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Straight up alchemy was the first thing to come to mind. Everything you touch turns to gold, Midas. You want to tell me Midas isn't fire sign? I don't really know anything else about him except for that, but at the same time, that's enough. That's all I need to know. He was definitely a fire sign. So practice your own alchemy. Practice, you know, connecting with the ether, I guess. Whatever. I get that if everybody did what I did, I wouldn't really have a job, right? But I also encourage people to have their own spiritual practice, because honestly, like, even though I'm a reader, I still like getting other people's opinions, because you can't just be up in your head all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Man, I just had this like memory come up, and it pissed me off. And I think in the moment I didn't realize how pissed off I was. And I'm not sure why I'm bringing that up, because there were no fire signs involved in the situation. And I don't really want to like get into it. I don't really want to think about it. But it's funny how people will treat it as if it's unvalued to them to be doing this. It's very strange. I don't know. I was thinking about an event I did in the past, and how, you know, they'll sit there and say this and that, but then their interest is only as far as the table. Whereas I've had other events where people were like super into it. They wanted to talk more about it, or they followed up, and you know, I've made friends through reading tarot, and it's just kind of like, whatever energy you're giving me is what you're gonna get out of this, right? And I want my energy to be very in a giving spirit. Okay, I want to help you on your spiritual journey. I don't know why I just went on that tangent. It's very strange to me that I thought of it, but I guess it's because if you consider the art and the alchemy and the energy and transmuting what you know and what you think or feel or are guided to, transform that into your physical world. Okay? That's kind of what I'm getting at. I hope I didn't spiral too far off, but it felt like y'all would resonate more than anyone when I say shit like that. Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, you do. You do. Alright, so vampire, emotional intelligence. I do recommend just going and watching the Thanksgiving video for sure. That'd be dope. I really went into this card, and I don't want to necessarily repeat myself. It's not as important, but if you want to know more about energy vampires, you can go watch the Thanksgiving video. Know when to give up. I'm just gonna say it. We have this whole like battle thing and the team thing and the transferring of the energy. Know when to give up. Know when it's too much. Try to understand when your heart's just not in it, kind of thing, you know? I don't know how else to explain that, but that's the vibe, alright? Death. The eternal cycle begins here. So, could be a Scorpio, Scorpio season just ended. Could be something that happened in the last couple weeks. Could just be this message of the eternal cycle begins here. I'm still processing everything that I learned about the other side, because it was more or less a traumatic experience to have to go through it, right? But we are here on a mission, always. We are here because we sort of choose to be here from the other side, and we're born in certain conditions in certain places with certain people because it's all premeditated, right? And what you do here not only is a continuation of what you've always done here and what you've been building here and what you've been working on here, but it's also your job to create its reality in this realm, as you are instructed from the other realm. The eternal cycle begins here, because you're going to set yourself up for the next round and beyond your death and your future and the next generations and your ancestors. You don't have to have a bloodline to have ancestors, right? It's a spiritual thing. Okay? It's how you end up connected to like different saints or stars or what are they, gods even. You know, the ancestry goes back. We can't all have the same direct genetics, right? We're all a little mixed up. They wanted variety in us. Okay? They didn't want some freaky like family cult thing. They wanted a connection and to spread wings, which is funny because there's a moth. So the eternal cycle begins here. It's all about what you do in this life that's going to be what comes in the lives to follow. That was deep, but honestly, it's Sagittarius season, and Sagittariuses love to get deep, so don't even play with me. We have midnight, the most magical hour of all. I'm pretty sure this came up for at least one fire sign. It came up a lot this month. Hasn't the past couple weeks, but it was coming up a lot for a while there. And I completely agree. It is the most magical hour of all. Stay up a little late. If you got to do it on the weekends or your day off and you can't do it every day, even if you don't have anything to do, relax, decompress, take a bath, write a song, you know, trim your hair. Actually, I should not be recommending that, but honestly, I cut my bangs all the time, and I was about to cut my bangs again, but this shit looks pretty cute. I'm trying to get Stevie Nicks hair, but this needs to be longer, so I guess if I make this shorter, it'll grow together, right? What do y'all think? But midnight, the most magical hour of all. So true. The energy is unmatched, okay? So even if you're not creative, it's still a good time to just be awake and be meditative even, okay? So I fucking love that for you. Alright, fire signs, that's what I've got. This might be a bonus video. You might be getting another one because I'm very particular about my outfits and the look of the readings. They have to match. So if I don't do the rest till tomorrow, it's going to throw off the whole thing. So this might just be a bonus happy Sagittarius season to all fire signs. Some bonus readings, alright? Anyways, tune in again tomorrow, and thanks.